Hello, you guys. It is SUMMERWEEN, which is basically like a readathon where you read spooky Halloween books, except in the summer. This is running from July 15th to July 21st. It is a Monday. I believe today is the 17th? 17th, 18th, I don't freaking know, but that is when I am going to start SUMMERWEEN. But I wanted to start out this vlog. We're not going to be reading a lot of books this SUMMERWEEN. I just do not have the time to do that. I have my other books that I'm reading. Let me get y'all situated. I have my other books that I'm reading. I have just other stuff, and I am not in the mood to read a bunch of thrillers like right now, like at this moment. So I'm just gonna read like one book. My goal is to read one book from Monday to Thursday when I post this, but we can read more, but we have to decide what we are going to read. So I move you guys in front of my bookshelves. We have a lot of options here. If you watch my last vlog, I purchased 2 books just for the video. I purchased Magpie by Elizabeth Day, and I purchased The Club. Both of these, this is like a domestic like suspense novel, and this is just a suspense mystery novel. So like neither thrillers, but like still in the same vein, mystery, thrilly, suspense, still in the same vein. So these are 2 books. These 2 books would be me reaching out of my comfort zone and reading something new, something I probably wouldn't have read if not for the readathon. And I feel like that's kind of the spirit of a readathon, to read things you wouldn't have read. But I own a lot of thrillers. Thrillers is one of my favorite genres. Therefore, we always have the option to shop the shelves. We could shop my shelves. We could go through my bookshelf and pick up some thrillers that I own but have not read. That might be what we also do, because The Club and Magpie are not necessarily what I want to read. So I am going to try and stick you guys somewhere. That's gonna fall. But I'm going to try, and we're going to go into my thrillery section, which is pretty much all over here. So we have some options. I right here have a bunch of thrillers that I purchased for half price. Well, less than half price, really all bargains. And I'm going to do a video about bargain thrillers that I purchased. We could start that here. And we could read one of those. We also have another idea for a video that I had. So over here, I have a stack of books. These are all thrillery suspense novelists who I want to give one more try. And if their books are bad, I'm going to unhaul all the books I own by them. So Riley Sager, I have liked 2 Riley Sager books. Well, I've liked 1 Riley Sager book, disliked another Riley Sager book. So I wanted to give Riley Sager one last chance and see if I like Survive the Night. Maybe this is not giving Riley Sager the best chance because everyone hates this book, but hey, should have never wrote it in. I also have Samantha Downing, who wrote My Lovely Wife, My Lovely Something. And I did not like that book. I didn't. It's one of the book I read this year. Don't even remember it. But we have For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. I could read as well. And then we have B.A. Paris. I liked Behind Closed Doors. I didn't like The Therapist. So we have The Breakdown. I could read a B.A. Paris book, but I also was just going to do a dedicated video to this author. Do these authors to these books. So we have that. So then let's go back to the bookshelf. Some thrillers I've been wanting to read on my bookshelf. So I had an idea. Can I get you guys higher? I can. This is already chaotic, but that's the point of these, right? Right. Okay. So I also had an idea. I just have a lot of ideas for books. So I thought about doing a video on thrillers that take place in schools. So I thought about doing The Sorority Murder, Confession, and then what was the other book? In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I was thinking about doing that because those are all thrillers that have something to do with schools. I thought that could be an option. What else? We also could do thrillers that came out this year that I haven't got to. Something like The Maid. We could read The Maid in this video. I don't know. We just have a lot of options of thrillery books. But we could also take this on a different turn. Okay, I'll put that back later. And we could not do thrillers, and we could do cozy mysteries, which I love. We have a lot of cozy mysteries over here. We have Body and Soul Food. We have A Deadly Scoop. We have a mess now because I just knocked over. We have a fatal glow and A Glimmer of Death. I believe these are like cozy mystery. These are all black cozy mysteries. Let me pick up the books that fell. We have those, but like I said, I have videos planned around all of those videos. All of those books, I'm sorry. Let me take y'all down a little bit. And then, remember in that video where I made an entire stack of books that I want to get to before the year ends or I have to unhaul? So if I take you guys down here, this is my unhaul cart. Well, this is book club stuff. And so you guys get some sneak peeks on some book club picks. But this is that cart I was telling, like, that I put all of the books that I knew I wasn't going to be reading, like that I needed to read before the end of the year. Or I have to get rid of everything on this cart if I haven't read it. I've made a little bit of progress, but we do have two thrillers here. We have The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. And we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder here. So we have some thrillery options there that we could 100% get to. Back up top. Do you guys see? We have some Stephen King's we could possibly read that I own. We have Hide, which everyone seems to hate, but I have an idea for a video that I want to read Hide in. We could take this on a whole different angle. Halloween, witches. I have The Year of the Witching, The Nature of Witches, and a Witchling, and we could just turn this into a whole witchy vlog. But of course, I have a video for that. We could do Agatha Christie. What do we think? We just have a lot of options. We have a lot of options. I have a lot of books, so we have a lot of options for things that we could read during this readathon. We have My Heart is a My Heart is a Chainsaw and Reprieve. Two books that I've been wanting to read. I don't have a video planned for either of those two books, but we could make something work. I've been wanting to read The Push. This is one of these books. I'm going to do another books that have been haunting me video. The Push is a book that has been haunting me. Like, I want to read it so bad. Another book that has been haunting me, Good Rich People, because I believe I shouldn't have purchased it, but I did, so now I feel like I have to read it. We could just turn this video into like a long reading vlog where we read one book, and it can be The Devil in the Dark Water. Everyone seems to love this book. I could literally read it in the next 4 days and see how that goes. I've already read No Exit. We could turn this into a Karen Slaughter video. I have nothing planned for those two books. I was just going to read them on my own. But then I thought maybe I also have a video for like some marriage thrillers. So I thought The Other Woman, A Good Marriage, and what is it? The Couple at Table something. Where's that book? Where's the couple? The couple, oh, right here. The Couple at Table 6 or The Swap. So I had an idea on like some marriage, domestic thrillery things. I was gonna do a video on all of those eventually, so we could start on that. We could do that video today. I just don't know. So basically, I'm stuck between not knowing if I want to go for a theme or do I just want to read one book and be like, this is Summerween, dedicated video to that. So I'm going to sit my ass down because this has already been chaotic. And we are going to decide what we're going to do. I'm going to come back with options. We're going to come back with the top 5 options, and then we're going to decide which one we're going to read, or 2. We'll see. Okay, bye. Okay, channel. I have thoughts, and I want to sit down as well, so let me grab my chair. My chair be creaking, and it sounds like I'm about to fall to my death. Okay, so I picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that we could read for this video. So starting off with the 2 books I purchased at Barnes & Noble just for Summerween. Here's why I think I should read these, or at least one of these. They're new. I wouldn't have picked them up. I picked them up specifically for this video. It's good to try something new. These could be a new favorite, and if these work out, I feel the best about that, because it's just like I went in there on a whim, didn't know anything about either of these 2 books, especially this book. I've never even seen this book before, and like it worked for me. So that's what's pulling me towards these books. I picked up, I pulled off my bookshelf, shopping my bookshelf. He Started It by Samantha Downing. I told you guys that I had For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. But the thing is, B.A. Paris and Riley Sager, I have read 2 books by both of them before. Therefore, when I do my like giving them one last chance video, I've read 2 books by them. So like I'm okay with saying I'm done with you. You didn't work for me. Like one of your books worked, one of your books didn't. And so like this is a either or. But Samantha Downing, I've only read 1 book by Samantha Downing, and it was My Lovely Wife. Therefore, this could be the 2nd book I read by Samantha Downing. And if I like this, I can actually move. If I like this, then now I have 1 book I like by Samantha, 1 book I don't. And then it'll make more sense for Samantha Downing to be in that eventual video I'm going to make about those 3 authors I'm giving one last chance. Whoa, that's a long tangent just to say that, but that's why I think I should possibly read He Started It. Peaches and Scream. This is a book that I purchased at this really cool bookstore in Georgia. But I don't know anything about it. It's been sitting on my bookshelf for a long time. It's a cozy mystery. And I'm kind of in the mood for a cozy mystery because I've had some bad cozy mysteries recently. I would like to try a cozy mystery I haven't heard anything about that could possibly be good. A reason why I want to read this is it's been sitting on my bookshelf for 2 years, and it would be nice to be done with it. And then also it would help me start a new series, because this is a series. Okay, then we have the Sorority Murders. To me, this is the most Halloweenish. It's about girls in a sorority dying one by one. And so I think, therefore, this feels the most Summerweenish, if you get me. But I was going to save this book for a video I was going to do about thrillers that take place on universities or schools. So that's why I've kind of like, I don't know. Then I picked up They Never Learn, because this is a book that I own that kind of sits in the middle somewhere. This also takes place at a university. So like this could go in my university video. I could do this. I could do Sorority Murders. I can do Confessions. And I can do, what other book did I say I want to do? In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. I think I'm kind of like, yeah, I could do all of those for books. Murders that take places on sororities. Not sororities. On universities. But I never included this book in that video. And maybe I should have. I don't know. And then lastly, Comfort Me with Apples. This is like a domestic thriller, speculative, I don't know, but it's short and we 100% can read this. And so I was like, this will be perfect. I'm gonna come to you guys with my options. Let me weigh my options and then I will tell you guys what we're gonna do. Coming closer, you guys. When are we ever gonna read in this vlog? I don't know, but I have 3 options. I narrowed it down to 3. Okay. I want to read this book because I quite literally have heard no one talk about it. And like, is that not the point of like having a booktube channel, is to introduce people to books they've never would have heard of if not for this. That doesn't mean people haven't talked about this book. I haven't heard it. But I think this is the most like, I don't know if this just seems like domestic mystery novel. Like, people have secrets. That's what it seems like. It doesn't seem like anyone really dies in this story. It doesn't seem like, I don't know, it just doesn't necessarily seem Halloween. It just seems like domestic people have secrets, which is my favorite thing in thrillers and suspense novels. But like, is it Halloween? That's the only thing stopping me. This one seems more Halloweenish. I just don't know if I care about the premise. It's about this like rich neighborhood, like this rich club where a bunch of celebrities are in and they get under stress, and all of a sudden people in this community start killing one another and like things are happening, and it's like, I don't know if I care. I don't know if I care. This seems like one of those books where like I'll be reading just to see what is, like what's going on, and not because I'm intrigued about the characters or the plot. I've never had a good time with a Reese Witherspoon thriller, book club thriller, so I don't know. I'm the most intrigued by this book, Comfort Me with Apples, because it just seems up my alley. And then I look at this. You'll see in the next clip when I start reading what we're reading. I want to finish. One sec. Okay, I can finish this now. We are going to read The Club and we are going to read Comfort Me with Apples. That is the end of this. I feel like I was thinking about how I would feel if I was looking at someone else's SUMMERWEEN and I saw this. I would be intrigued because I never heard of it, but is this really SUMMERWEEN? I don't know. So we are going to read The Club and Comfort Me with Apples. That is the video. That's the vlog. That's the vlog. And if we get to Magpie, we will. I'm going to do an entire dedicated video just on this book because I want to. But that will not be today. We're reading these 2 books. We're reading these 2 books. I'm excited. They're not very long. That's another reason what kind of like lean me in this direction. They're not very long. Even though when I started this, I was only going to read 1 book. The purpose of this was just only to read 1 book. But we are going to read 2. SUMMERWEEN. Olivia and Gabby are hosting it. There's an Instagram. There's prompts. We'll see if we can get through some of the prompts. But we are going to start with The Club. The Club. Okay, see you guys. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful subscribers. We have a problem. We have a problem. It is the end of night 1 when I'm starting the readathon, which I told you guys I'm going from Monday to Thursday in the readathon, and I have started reading The Club. I have just started reading The Club. I sat down right here, right there, and I started reading The Club, and I read there's a first like little few pages, then you get like a news article, and I read that part pretty much. So I read about 10 pages. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've read about 10 pages today because I'm reading other stuff. Anyway, I read about 10 pages today, and we have a problem. We have a problem. I'm not going to like this book, I think. And I'm so worried that I'm not gonna like this book that I'm thinking about no longer reading this book. Hear me out. This book is a murder mystery, which I'm here for. I'm here for a bunch of people involved in an activity that causes one person to die and who did it. I'm perfectly fine with that as a premise. What I'm not fine with is a locked room murder mystery. That is not what I signed up for. And that is simply what we are going to get here, because hear me out. This book takes place on an island. I did not know that going in. And it seems as if only one person is dead. And then we just have a bunch of people who are going to be visitors on this island. Who are just visitors on this island. So basically what's going to happen is we are going to get multiple perspectives of people who are staying on this island. And then one of them has motives to kill one of the people on this island. That doesn't sound interesting to me. I have learned, or so I believe, I don't like island mysteries. I don't like people going to an island themselves and killing each other. Not to be mistaken for deserted on an island or accidentally on an island, or you find yourselves on an island. That's a different thing. I don't think I like when people are at a wedding on islands, or people I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that, because what happens is I don't really like the perspectives all that much, because these perspectives won't matter because only one person did the murdering or a couple people did the murder. I don't know. This is just not my type of thriller. I'm going to explore that idea in another video. Does Kenya like island mysteries, island murders? Do I like that type of stuff? But I don't think I do. We're talking about the guest list I didn't like. We're talking about the girls' weekend or the girls' trip I did not like. And I've read other books in my life that do this same thing, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I always find the ending to be a letdown. We can move into TV shows. The White Lotus, didn't like that either. I just always find a big build up into nothing. And then I just always feel like I've wasted my time. So I'm going to continue reading this until I literally don't want to read it anymore. And that might be the vlog. I don't know. Because I'm doing my hair tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to dry my hair, and so I'll read some pages when I'm drying my hair, and we'll see. But the fact that I have to read this entire book by Thursday, which means on average read 100 pages a day, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the club, but that's the end of day one. I have food in my braces. Y'all know how that go. I'm gonna go play some Mario Party, and I'm going to go to bed. I may read some more of this, but I kind of need to go to bed. I didn't get any sleep last night. I just had a really bad sleep last night. So I need to get some sleep, and I have to wake up early because we have painters coming in the morning. So that's gonna involve me waking up early. So I need to get some sleep. We'll see if I dig into any more of this. Probably not. But yeah, that's my first initial thoughts. I will see you guys tomorrow. Day 2 of me doing SUMMERWEEN, and it is looking so bad. Not because I've read any more of the book. I haven't read any more of the book. And I think that's the issue. I could have read more of the book. I could have. It's not that I didn't do anything today. I braided my hair today. I washed my hair today. I did Tabata today. And also, I'm cooking a chicken noodle soup. But at what point does it just become procrastination? At what point, I'm eating, y'all. I'm eating Popeyes. At what point does it become you just not reading because you don't want to read? When does it become that? And I think that's where we're at. I do not want to read the club. I do not like people going to an island voluntarily to and one person dies. Because here is the thing. I was thinking about this last night because I feel like I didn't explain it. I haven't read Agatha Christie one by one, but I think I would like Agatha Christie one by one. A book like The Troop, I think I would like a book like The Troop, Lord of the Flies, stuff like that. I like it when multiple people might meet their demise. What I don't like is this like contemporary setting where one person dies and they die because of just like their relationship to another person. I like it better when there is someone just like slashing people and on a deserted island. Think maybe One by One by Ruth Ware. Like, not the best book in the world, but I didn't hate that book, and I don't hate that book as much as other people do, because I like the idea of being on a remote place and like everybody can get got. What I don't like is when there is one person who was dead. Think Lucy Fowley's that book, whatever the guest list. Think The Girls Weekend, which I was telling you about. Think that, and I think The Club as well. Think White Lotus, where one person is dead and we're trying to figure out what caused them to die, because it just gets too contemporary, and that's just not what I'm in the mood for. Like, I want to see people get got. Like, because if I'm just going to watch someone die because of their relationship to one, I could read a domestic thriller. I like domestic thriller. I could just read a domestic thriller. Anyways, I made some chicken noodle soup. This is hot. Let me show y'all. Look at me, a chef. It's in here right now. I haven't put the noodles in. Ooh. I'm about to take the chicken out and shred it. And then I'm gonna put the noodles in. So you know what? This is actually going to be a reading vlog. Eventually, I will read The Club. Eventually, I will sit down and knock out 100 pages of The Club, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to read 100 pages today, read 100 pages tomorrow, and then Thursday, when this video goes up, read another 100 pages in the morning. So it's a lot. But I can do it. Like, I've had stricter. But back to procrastinating, I am going to clean my turtle's tank. Look at me doing anything and everything but reading. And then eventually I will come to you guys about some updates on The Club. What I will say is I did read a couple more pages again after last night, and we're starting a POV chapter of actually someone who works at this little island that they're on, and I like that. I'm happy we're not starting off with like one of these rich people who are coming to stay. A guest, we're starting off with someone who works there. So I am excited about that. Her name is Julie. So anyways, I'll see you guys a little later. Hello, you guys. It is day 2 and I'm blurry. It is day 2 of the readathon. This is the end of day 2. And luckily, I do have some things to say about The Club, but not much, because you guys, it is 11 o'clock at night, which means it is time for me to begin my nighttime routine and go to bed. And I am only on page 30. I am only on page 30. So this is just giving flop. SUMMERWEEN is giving a flop. I'm only reading one book and I'm still flopping. But this book, we have met some characters. We have met Julie, Nikki, Annie, and Adam, and then we have Ned, who like owns all of these clubs. So I really haven't given you guys much of a synopsis so far. So there's this guy named Ned. He has all of these like holiday clubs where like he like builds these big resorts, these like exclusive big resorts that only the rich and fabulous can come to. But in order to come to these resorts, you have to be a part of the club, right? That's why it's called The Club. And so they're opening up this new resort on this island. Everyone wants to be invited. This is his biggest, most ambitious like holiday spot he is creating. There's underwater restaurants. There's just all types of stuff like that. But when the story starts, we figure out someone has died. Someone has died in a Range Rover. A Range Rover is capsized in the middle of the ocean, and yeah, someone is dead on it. So then we start our story. So it's one of those. We start our story. So we have started off meeting a bunch of employees who are at the club, and that, like, it's giving White Lotus. It is. But I will say that I'm happy so far. We're following people who like are a part of the club and not necessarily people who are going to be at the club. I am enjoying that aspect of it more than I think I would enjoy. We had a lot of characters so far who were like guest at the club. So we have a housekeeper, we have someone who's like in charge of like publicity almost, it seems. We have someone who's like in charge of like eternal affairs, and then we have Adam, who is Ned's brother, who wants to be like out of the club. So everyone has their backstory. And you want to know what? I am liking the narrative voices of like everyone involved. Like, that's so surprising. Like the sections, it hasn't been chapters, the sections that we've gotten from the people who are working at the club have been interesting. So like, I'm not gonna say this book is a dud thus far. Now, this book is not very Summerween. Like, it's not giving Halloween. Like, yes, someone's gonna die. There is mystery. There is intrigue. There is an island. So like an island, a resort, everyone is trapped away. So in that case, yes, it is giving it. I think this is okay for a Summerween pick. But like, I'm looking back and like, we could have chose more slashery, slaughtery, you know? There are some prompts. We'll get into those prompts tomorrow. We'll go through the Instagram and talk about the prompts and see if we can do at least one. See if we can do at least once on the Summerween prompts. But like, it's fine. It is fine. Would I have picked this up on my own? No. So I guess it's good. I'm like reaching out of my comfort zone. You want to know what is giving Summerween? So for another video that you guys are going to see at the end of the month, I am reading This Thing Between Us by Gus Morano. This is giving Summerween. This is giving haunted. This is giving spooky. There's a scene in this book that scared me half to death. Like, this is giving Summerween. So this is probably what I should. It's so funny because like, I feel like I'm participating in Summerween because I'm reading this book. So you guys get the like sneak peek of that. Actually, for another video, I am really participating in Summerween. I'm like halfway done with this book and like, it's very spooky. It's very creepy. So like, I'm burning the candlestick on both ends here. Like, but this is just for another video that has nothing to do with Summerween. So like, I'm still participating, but like the book that we're reading for this video, I don't know, which is why I really hope I can get to Comfort Me with Apples, because I know that's horror-y, scary, you know, more. So like, combining this and that would be like the perfect like 1-2 punch, I think. So like, I'm hoping I can finish this tomorrow. It's gonna be ambitious, but I have nothing but time to do it because of my day tomorrow. I have a dentist appointment. Then I have nothing, literally nothing to do after that. So like, there's absolutely no reason why I can't finish this. And then Comfort Me with Apples is like a 100-page, like almost novella. So I don't see why I shouldn't. But like, I thought I could read 100 pages today. I am going to read a little bit more tonight to at least try to get to page 50. And then, yeah, that makes more sense to me. Get to page 50. Then I only have 250 pages to read tomorrow. And I've done that before. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for my Summerween day 3, but everyone else will be on day 5. Okay. Hello, you guys. I know I said the vlog was going to end, but I was opening up some books I got in the mail today, and I received Just Like Home, which like, yay, exciting new release. But child, they gave me 2. They gave me 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2. By the way, I think this is my favorite cover of the year. I love this cover. I might give it to my sister and like, maybe we can buddy read. Usually I try to get like, when they accidentally give me 2 copies or something, or I buy 2 copies of something, I like to try to buddy read it. I should see if the library is going to get a copy of this, and I could like possibly like donate it to the library if they weren't planning on buying a copy of this. That will be nice, but we'll see. I'll look into it. But yeah, little Summerween surprise, I guess. I do have a few more like spooky books to show. I'll show the spooky books in this vlog and we'll stay on that note. I have In the Dream House, which I believe is like a suspense novel. Focus, camera, not trying to focus. and that's fine, whatever. I have Fever Dream, which would have been a really good pick for this video, but like I didn't own it, so what was I gonna do? The most shocking book that I purchased was What Moves the Dead. Why did I think this was just like a full-length novel? This book is like 150 pages. It's like a novella. It's like 150 pages, but I thought this was a full-length novel. Why did I think that? I don't know, but... And then I got Hidden Pictures. So, a little spookiness. I probably won't get to any of those books this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. This will be books that'll probably sit on my backlist for a little bit. I do want to read all of that. I might read some Fever Dream. We'll see. I don't know when I'll end up reading books, but I will eventually read them. So it'll happen. But yeah, now that is the end of this vlog for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Day 3 of Summerween, which is technically day 5 or day 6 of Summerween in reality, but I'm only doing 4 days of Summerween. So what can I say? I did not read any more of this book after the last time I spoke to you guys last night. I'm in my car, by the way, but we'll get into that right now. So I did not read any more of this book, but I told you guys we gotta finish this book by the time y'all get this video tomorrow. Like, oh my gosh, Summerween is such a flop. But the thing is, I don't feel like Summerween is a flop because I'm reading another book, This Thing Between Us, that is good, and it is horror. It's just not for this video. So this video is more of a flop, but I'm having fun with Summerween reading that book and this book. It's just that book is for my video at the end of the month. You guys will see not next week, the week after that. So I'm sitting here. So I have a dentist appointment. I'm sitting here in the parking lot of my dentist. I have like a full-blown dentist appointment, like not orthodontist, like full-blown dentist appointment today. And so I got to the dentist office an hour before my appointment, actually an hour and some change before my appointment, and I did that for a reason. I am going to sit in my car and I am going to read. If you guys don't know, I'm a car reader. For some reason, being isolated in a car forces me to sit and just read. Like, there's nothing else to pay attention to. Like, either I people watch or I like read my book. So like that's the only two options of stuff to do. So I brought my book, and I am going to sit here and I am going to read as much as I can in an hour. That should knock out a good chunk of this, honestly, and then we can try to wrap it up tonight. That's the hope, to try and wrap it up tonight. If not tonight, we'll try to wrap it up early tomorrow morning and then finish the day with Comfort Me with Apples. I might start Comfort Me with Apples tonight just so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. Anyway, there's the cutest little house in the almost in the parking lot of my dentist, and like it looks like it's like no one lives in it. It looks like a house that's just sitting there and the person doesn't want to sell the land because this is like nice. Like this area is like really nice. Like it'd be nice to, and I wonder, like, obviously I'm sure someone's offering them a lot more than I could ever offer them, but I would totally, I mean, I don't want a house in the middle. No, the house is cute, is all I'm trying to say. Anyways, the club, I'm gonna get back into it. I'll talk to you guys if I have some updates. I don't know. 3rd day of Summerween, we at the dentist. Bye. Hello, you guys. We are here for a night update on Summerween day 3 for me. This would be like my last full day of doing Summerween. We have a few updates. No books that are finished, but I do feel a little bit more optimistic in this vlog. So we have the club. I am about 150 pages into the club, which means I have 150 pages left, which is like a lot, but like not undoable by the time I need to put up this video. I actually don't think I'll be reading much more tonight of it, and I'll get to that in a second. So basically what is going on in the club, last time I told you guys like what are the optics of the club, and like we're still on that same thing. We still have our same cast of characters. The only difference is now we've added in some celebrities. We have different types of celebrities that come from like different walks of lives. We have more information on the owner's backstory, the owner's brother's backstory. We find out that the people who are like native to this island don't want him to build this resort, so they hate the guy who built this island and his brother. So basically this is one of those stories, like I said, like everyone has a reason to want the guy who is missing dead. And so like you're just following everyone's motive, and as the story goes on and on, people's motives will become clearer, and you'll knock suspects off the list. You'll start to figure out more and more like what happened to the person who was missing, how the Range Rover ended up in the middle of the ocean. It's just one of those stories, and I just don't like these type of stories. I don't find them that exciting. Like, I'm a character driven person, but like when it comes to thrillers or mysteries, I want mystery. Like, I want a good mystery. I want good intrigue. And I'm sorry, like someone like owning a business and everyone hating them and them ending up dead, it's just not that intriguing to me. By the way, you guys, my gums are so swollen. When I got my teeth cleaned today, like she really got into my gums, so they are so swollen right now, but like I needed it, so like I just had to deal with swollen gums for the next like 24 hours. But yeah, it's just one of those stories, and I just don't like it because like if the person is a bad person and they end up dead, like no love lost. Like, even swap don't make a swindle. Like, that's what you get. Like, so I just don't care. Like, everyone's mode, like, I don't know. I do, like I said earlier, I do like the interpersonal relationships. Like, I do like people talking about like their job and how they feel about their job and all of that stuff. So that's kind of interesting. Like, these aren't the worst perspectives in the world I've gotten from a book like this. It's just overall, I don't care all that much about the mystery. I should be holding up the book, shouldn't I? I just overall don't care that much about the mystery, but it's not bad. Like, if this book ended right now and I knew who did what, I would give this book 3 stars. Like, it's not like it's a bad book. It's not bad to read. It's not a slog to get through. It's just like, it's not for me. So whatever I give this book, if I don't have any real complaints, I'm going to boil it down. It's not for me, but I could totally see this book getting 4 stars, like as it continues to go. I do want to say, now that we've introduced some celebrity people, I do not care. I do not care. I do not like books about celebrities. Y'all saw I didn't love The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't like books about celebrities. I do not. So like, we're introducing celebrity people and I don't care. Okay, so let's move on. So I was like reading that earlier today before I took a nap, because yes, I took a nap. And so I was like, okay, done with that, took a nap, woke up from the nap, and I wanted to read something else. And so I started reading Comfort Me with Apples by Catherine M. Valentine. I have to hold the book like this because I don't have a bookmark with me. As you can see, we're not at my house. This is not my home. But I started reading Comfort Me with Apples. I'm actually halfway through Comfort Me with Apples. I'm going to read a few more pages before I go take a shower. And then once I get out of the shower, I'm going to finish this book. But yeah, I'm going to finish this book tonight. So Comfort Me with Apples is a little bit more my speed. This book is kind of reading like an Edgar Allan Poe type novel where like you start one place, weird things start to happen, and then you start unraveling the weird things. And then it all is just one weird, like, whoa, I can't believe this is happening. Like, it feels very Edgar Allan Poe, and it's like narrative style. I want to start by saying this book is written so beautifully. The metaphors, the similes, all of it. It is written so fucking beautifully, and like, we rarely get that in novels these days. Like, the girlies can't write. I'm so sorry. But the prose in this is so good. So this book is about a girl named Sophia. Look at my feet. She lives in this little town, like, not in this little town. She lives in this like gated community, and like this gated community, like, it's all about peace and tranquility, and we keep the the peace and we keep everyone safe. There's all these rules, and basically Sophia's like this stay-at-home like wife. She does everything she does the cooking and cleaning and washing everything. Her husband, he goes off to work, he goes home, but Sophia is always constantly asked, like, are you satisfied? Are you happy? She's like, yes, I'm happy, but she never really questions anything. She's like, people think for me, like, I don't have anything to question. My husband spoils me. Everything is good. Well. Everything ain't good, because all of a sudden she starts to find weird stuff around her house, and it has her questioning what is going on. But on top of that, some paranormal things have been happening. There are animals talking to her. There are men whose heads are turning going full like 360s around their neck, basically. And so basically this guy just moved into the neighborhood with one of her friends in the neighborhood, and he is like a policeman, and he's here to like investigate someone breaking the rules. But Sophia doesn't really know what he means, but we can tell that he kind of like has a bone to pick with Sophia. And so like that's kind of where I'm at in the story. So Sophia's life is kind of unraveling a little bit, but she's not willing to like jump in with 2 feet and like really see what's going on, because she's kind of like, she's drank the juice, if you will. I'm loving it. I really am. It's such a fun read. I want to know what is going on in this story. What I am loving the most is so every chapter starts with like, I'm actually on one, some rules. Like you get some rules, like the rules that the neighborhood has. And it's so funny how like, when you're reading this, you're like, these rules are so ridiculous. But like, as someone who lives in a home that has a homeowners association, are the rules that much different than like the rules regular people in like suburban towns follow in their house? Like, I don't know. Like, it has you thinking. Is Sophia's life any different than a lot of other stay-at-home wives? Ooh, I don't know. Are we getting social commentary? I don't know. But that's the update. When I finish Comfort Me with Apples, I'll come back, or I'll just tell you guys what happened in the morning, because I actually have a travel day a little bit in the morning. I have some places to go. I know, we're going all over in this vlog. I'm not even at home. Like, it's a whole thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow or after I finish Comfort Me with Apples. We'll see. Peace. Hello, you guys. So I know I said I was going to end the vlog for today at the last clip, but actually I'm not, because there are some SUMMERWEEN prompts that I want to discuss, because the people, Gabby and Olivia, did so much to put this whole thing together, and I want to at least acknowledge the reading prompts and the lifestyle prompts that they came up with, and see if I can knock some of them off my list. So let's do the reading prompts. We have read a book in the dark, read a book with Halloween colors, read a slasher, read a book with a haunt in the title, bake or make a treat with your spooky read. I feel like we can knock off a few of these. Okay, so first and foremost, read a book in the dark. I am about to read Comfort Me with Apples. I'm going to turn off the lights, and I'm going to use the flashlight on my phone, and I'm going to read the rest of this book. So that prompt, check. Read a book with Halloween colors. This isn't very Halloween-y. This actually looks like almost contemporary. So I do think, though, The Club is Halloween-y. Like, I feel like you would think this is a thriller book. Like, I don't think this is like, I feel like this is Halloween-y. I feel like the black with the neon. No, there's really no, like, it's almost kind of orangey in the pool. I feel like these are Halloween colors. But if not, I am currently reading this, not in this video. So this is definitely Halloween colors. But I honestly feel like we don't even have to cheat and talk about a book I'm not reading for this video. I think this is Halloween color. So I'm going to have 2 prompts done. Let's see what else they are saying. Read a slasher. I don't have any slasher books. You guys, I really like, do I even own any slasher books? I don't read a lot of like hash slinging slasher books, like books about like people just getting sliced and diced. That's not really what I read. Like, it's not until after the fact I realize I'm reading a slasher, but I don't go out of my way to pick up slashers. Maybe that's another, let me write that down for an idea for a video.
I'm not in focus. What's the next? So we won't be hitting that one. Read a book with haunt in the title. We're only reading 2 books and we don't have a book with haunt in the title. I don't know why I'm so blurry, you guys. Ignore it. And then we have bake or make a treat with your spooky read. This is where I'm going to extend the most flexibility. I don't have the time to bake anything or make a treat of anything. So I am going to say that when y'all remember when I made that chicken noodle soup, I feel like chicken noodle soup is very fall. It's very fall, October-ish, cozy. So I am going to say the chicken noodle soup that I made can suffice for this one. But tomorrow I'm going to go out for breakfast in the morning before I do my road trip. And I'm gonna see if I can like get like maybe like, would anyone have anything pumpkin spice or something? Like maybe I'll go get it like a cookie or something from like Starbucks or Dunkin' or do something like that. So we can do that one like fully. But I think honestly, I'm gonna give myself 3 of these. I did 3 of those. For the IG prompts, I'm gonna post my SUMMERWEEN TBR. I'm gonna take those pictures now. I'm doing that. It'll be my first read. I won't be able to post a picture of my favorite place I like to read. That won't really happen. Okay, so basically I'm going to knock off a few of these. I'm going to post a picture of my first read, my last read, and my TBR. I think that'll be what I do. I will post somewhere in the doobly up here where I'm doing that. But right now, I'm about to hit the lights. Well, I'm going to do my skincare. Then I'm going to hit the lights and I'm going to read this in the dark, okay? You guys, this is 10 times creepier than I thought. Like, oh my God. It is pitch dark in here, you guys. Like, the window in my room doesn't face the street, so there's no like street lights. It's only me and my sister upstairs, so like it's no light coming from under the door. It is pitch dark, y'all. I am freaking terrified, but I'ma read. Okay, bye. Last day of SUMMERWEEN. I am back at it with the back at it. I have to give you guys some updates on some books. Okay, first and foremost, I finished Comfort Me with Apples last night. If you follow me on Twitter and Goodreads, you know I loved it. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I have not read most of the books in the Goodreads horror category, but this would be up there for me of the best horror books that came out last year. This book worked for me. This book was creepy. This book was weird. I loved its reference. You can't really say too much about this book without spoiling it. It's a very short book. That's why I finished it in one night. But it just worked for me. It just had everything that I love in horror books. Like it hit every beat. Like this is the type of book I would give to someone to tell them, like, if you want to know what I like in suspense, like horror-y books, it is this. I just love, you want to know what I love? I love communities. I love like horror or thriller books that take place in communities where everyone like acts like everything is normal when things are obviously not normal. Another thing that I love in horror books is when everyone knows a secret that our main character does not know. That's one of my favorite like tropes in all of horror books, when everyone is keeping a secret from our main character and like our main character slowly unravels that secret. I love it. This book just had that for me. This book gets 5 out of 5 stars. We're gonna move on to Club. I'm almost done with Club. I can officially say I am almost done with Club. I'm going to go get a coffee, get some croissants, and I am going to finish Club in my car. So far, Club is perfectly fine. I don't have anything negative to say so far. The characters are solid. The backstories are solid. Like, it is just one of those novels that I am never, like I keep saying, I'm never gonna love a novel like this. It's just not my type of thing. But like, for what
we're getting, I am enjoying it. It's an easy book to read. Everyone has motives to be a killer. The only thing I do not like, I don't really like the celebrity POVs. I don't like what's going on with celebrities because I don't really know. That's just not my thing. But anyways, that's a lot of people's thing, that they don't like celebrities. Either you love books about celebrities or you hate books about celebrities. That's not nothing I need to explore. I don't like books about celebrities. I never have. It's the reason why it's also hard for me to pick up memoirs about celebrities. I just don't like, as a pop culture savant, for some reason, like, celebrities and like books and stuff don't work for me. But anyways, I am gonna finish this and then we'll wrap up the video. Peace. It is the end of the day. I have a little bit more sunlight, but it's my time. It is my time to go. I wish that wasn't in the screen, but it's my time to go, you guys. I had so much fun in this SUMMERWEEN vlog. Like, vlogging for the past, like, what, 4 days has been so much fun. Let's talk about the books really quick before I go. I finished The Club, and I'm going to give The Club 2.5 out of 5 stars. Was not for me. There's some reasons why it wasn't for me, some reasons why, some reasons why I blame myself for why I didn't like this book, and then other reasons I blame the writing of this book. I would describe this book as a Reese Witherspoon book club pick. If you have read books that have this Reese Witherspoon symbol on it, you know what you're getting from a Reese Witherspoon thriller. You're getting a bunch of characters. You're getting like one person missing, one person dead, and basically slowly the story is going to unravel. You're going to find things out about people. Reese Witherspoon loves like a messy, sticky, social gathering of people type story, secrets being revealed. That is what Reese Witherspoon likes. The very mundane of the thrillers and mysteries, like, that's what she likes, and this is just not up my alley. Number one, this focuses on like celebrities. I love rich people thrillers, people who are like rich by just having like regular jobs or just like old money rich. I don't mind those type of thrillers. This book is so wordy. This book, if you read this book, maybe you can like point it out. This book is so damn wordy and so like long, like just with its descriptions, it just drags for so long. It just really does. The descriptions drag. It just was not for me. The like who done it, the mystery, like you see from a mile away, because I don't think the book is trying to necessarily hide that you are going to see what happens. Like, this book just didn't have a lot of elements that I like from a thriller. I was never shocked. I was never gagged. I was never surprised. I was never taken aback. It was just like, okay, like every description you get of something, when things start to get unraveled, I'm just like, okay, sure, if you say so. Like, it was just never a moment where I was just so compelled and so interested. It is a shame that this cover, I think this is a beautiful cover. One of my favorite covers of the year is this book. There's just nothing behind it. It's just so flat. It's just so flat and nothingness. So I'm going to give this book 2.5 stars. Not for me. Would I recommend you pick it up if you usually like these like Reese Witherspoon thrillers? This is very your mom likes this book type book. I did not. Comfort Me with Apples, great, 5 out of 5 stars. We did get that from this video. So SUMMERWEEN was a success to me. Not the worst books in the world. A 5-star read. Maybe one of my top 10 of the year. We'll see. Overall, had a great time. I will see you guys in the next one.